Hey YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you Toy Hunt episode number 483. We're back in Allentown, Pennsylvania, here in the Lehigh Valley. Checking out the Target here on Airport Road, looking for more clearance prices, maybe some new January toys hitting shelves. But before we get to any of that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously. The march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. For daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. Oh, if you wouldn't mind, hit that hype button as well. Helps out a lot. All right, so look at all these Mystiques. Again, definitely playing the long game on her, but more importantly, boom. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, it looks like. So maybe there's 12 to begin with. 2 other ones are gone, or 3 other ones are gone. So, yeah, that's awesome. This figure's awesome. I'm doing my top 10 Marvel Legends in the next week or two, probably, and I would definitely expect her to be very high up there. Almost to the point of consider getting a second one, to be perfectly honest. But I'm pretty sure they'll re-release that on like a retro card or something down the road, maybe with a different heads or I don't know, whatever, paint job. But that's nice to see. Very excited. Good for collectors for sure. The main aisle wrestling is basically a barren wasteland. I feel like I'm in Ross. There's so little things out there. Turtles, Jurassic Jesser section. What's going on, Jesser? Still got some dinos laying around. Over on the right, you got your bots, your Transformers. Again, we are in between toy seasons right now, so it's gonna be kind of slim pickings for a while until we do get a reset. Down there you can see they still have some of the Thunderbolts packs. I'm good on the Century pack. I don't need it. I'm happy I picked up the David Harbour head one though. Down this way, still have a lot of those there. G.I. Joe, still 50% off for heavy duty. I think a lot of people are hoping that'll go a little deeper. 2 of these here look like full price. If they drop, they'd probably pick one up. Down below, still Budo, and looks like they did drop the price on the diver set down to $38.49, so that's on its way to 50% off as well. And rolling into Ross again, trying to pick the bones clean of whatever's left. Sometimes you get lucky, and again they mark stuff down, or they maybe put something else out they find in the back. I doubt that'll happen to me, but could be a win, could be a loss. You don't really know unless you go and check your Ross, and that's what I'm going to do right now. And we are down to the very end of the line here, so we still have our Tekken. Still have AEW here, Johnny Hungry, Johnny Silver, $3.99. Whoever that is. Of course, we have one of our peg warmers of the year here at Ross, hanging out. Still has some pretty decent Star Wars going on. Jedi Master Vernestra. A couple of her. But other than that, pretty much done here. Check the back. There are some employees back here doing some either organizing or restocking, I don't know, so I'm not going to narrate the whole time after this. These are the 2-inch, and they're less expensive than the entire 5-inch pack of the family. I'm sorry, they're more expensive. Crazy. The friendly confines of the Cedar Crest Boulevard, Allentown Target here in Pennsylvania. Look, still looking for clearance deals. Just when you think the clearance is over, they hit you with something else good. So, gotta check. If you don't go, you don't know. And well, frankly, I want to know. All right, so king of the aisle status for the time being. So as you can see, the Transformer section right there. Not seeing a whole lot of clearance stickers for those. What we got here? 15% clearance. That's kind of lame on McFarlane. We got Mr. Miracle, Sandman, and Metamorpho. They should be giving that away. Hey, there we go. That's pretty cool. Haven't seen these at Target before, I don't think. Well, not these. This. It's just a Penguin. Wonder if that's also going to be... No, different barcode. Adam Strange Chase. Another Sandman. I'm knocking things over here. Replace my divot, right, Pat? So yeah, it's kind of lame only having a 15% clearance on that stuff. We got tons of 131 going on here for Storm Shadow. So again, if you don't have it yet, I'd say wait. Then down here, tons of Budo. That's another one that's all over the place at Target and Walmart. Our Cobra Desert Scorpion down there. Smart Captain America. Spider-Man stuff up top. Spin move to the side, wrestling. again, just pick through. I mean, I guess they're getting ready to put out all the new stuff, I'm guessing, because that is crazy empty. Up top, Star Wars Black Series, not much going on there either. And I think I'll be showing this off a lot in videos because these are just sitting. So probably every video I do, if I'm in this store, you're gonna see all of those heavy duties and then all these Masters of the Universe Transformers crossovers because they're stacked to the back. And the NECA and Collectibles is stacked with stuff, but it seems to be all older stuff. Some more McFarlane up here, Evil Dead, all your horror and turtles. Still have to open this, I haven't gotten to it. After the massive unboxing here, as I consider my top 10 of the year. There's the Alf down there, Ben Cooper, Nosferatu, Stitch, Elvis. So again, all your typical stuff. This section really hasn't changed much in quite a while. Even your Pops. Actually, that's a cool looking Pop. That's a cool character design right there. It's AOA, isn't it? Yeah, it's AOA. So good luck to that. All right, I think we're done here. Let's move on. And dropping by the Target over here on Krocks Road to see what they have in stock. We'll probably go to Walmart after this up the highway. So both toy aisles were pretty busy, so I'll wait that out and go back over and check it out once they empty out a little bit. Over here is what you got in your McFarlane NECA collectible section. Got a random Dracula down there. There's the Hordak. Stranger Things crossover. Hellfire Man and Hordak. And down below, got a Gremlin. RoboCop from the poster, I think, right? So, nothing crazy. There's one of these shoved back here. I'm going to scan this. I heard that was going for clearance. I wouldn't get it on a clearance price, to be perfectly honest. Even though I do need an edge eventually, but I'm just curious to see if it's on clearance. But other than that, plenty of pops down this direction, as you would expect. And then, of course, NECA. Seeing some Predator, some Beetlejuice stuff, Wednesday Addams. That might be newish. I don't know if I've seen the actual figure Wednesday. I've seen like the little ones, not the big one there. Predator again, Halloween stuff. Big old South Park plushie. Is that Timmy? Yeah, no, Santa Cartman. But down below, all the plushes. So let's scan this and try to get into the toy aisle. All right, so let's see what this rings up for here. Yeah, $21.49, so clearance price. I'm gonna pass. Plus it looks like it's broken, not that it matters. It's busted on the front there. And it is very busy, so if I stop filming, that's why. So there's all your Transformers action going on right there, down to the floor. Got the big old killer croc down there. And as I mentioned, there we go, had to shut it off. So some more G.I. Joe action there going on. Blowtorch, some classified retro carded stuff. Mortal Kombat clearance video game. Got the 2-pack right there with Steeler, short fuse. Down below, some Power Ranger stuff going on. Fantastic Four from the movie still hanging around. Also more Mystiques here, so that's definitely a long game there. This is still here, surprisingly. Maybe I'll scan that for clearance too, out of curiosity. Haven't seen many of those since they had the earlier sale in December. Big old Galactus is still here. And it seems to be pretty much it for this side. So now that I brought this back over, I can see they do have it here on the sticker. But other than that, like we said, wrestling is just pretty picked through. AW. Still pretty cheap. I'm surprised that Ricky Stank is still there. Down this direction, Simpsons stuff is all on clearance. So Family, $9.99. I know this is also 50% off in other stores. I don't know if there's a sticker for it, but I know that I've scanned them in stores and seen that. And then it's still a pretty stocked Jurassic Chester section down here. Lots of dinos still around. But let's go scan this. I'm curious to see what happens. Again, I'm not going to get this one way or the other. I don't need it, but all right. So I had to walk around to find one of these that actually wasn't being used. And survey says, yeah, $33.99. So a little bit of savings, 15% off. Not a ton, but every little bit matters. So if you want this, it's here. So one thing I'm curious about is most of my local Targets had tons, I mean stacks of the Captain America Venom 2-pack for full price, close to the holiday. And then they all disappeared, and now they're 50% off. I haven't seen none. I don't know if they took them in the back. I don't know if they just, got rid of them or whatever. Have not seen them on the floor at all for that price. So in the comments below, I know Walmart still has stacks of them too, but I already have my cap, so I'm good. But just curious, what do you guys think? What you guys seen? All right, so this is the Walmart off of Hamilton Boulevard. They do have one of the displays here I've shown quite a few times, unless it's gone. And I'm kind of playing some long game with that display because, again, good possibility they could start clearancing stuff out from it. And dare I say it, we're moving on to the next one. They already have all the Valentine's Day stuff out. This time of year in Pennsylvania, it gets cold, snow gets bad, it won't melt, and you get Valentine's Day candy. All right, so let's check out the display first, see if they added anything or clearanced anything. Bunch of Lex Lugers down below. All the Motu stuff is still here. They tidied it up, so somebody definitely came back here and did their magic to make it look a little cleaner. Yeah, even on this side, it looks way nicer. I guess post-holiday, somebody kind of tidied things up, but you can see all the Punisher. I have the Punisher already, so it's not like I can even benefit from a clearance price. I don't want a second one, but nice to see more police officers. I mean, look at all the Joes over here, Cobra stuff, vehicles. Oh, there's Strong Guy. He's on clearance at my local home base. Those are all still here at full price. So you got to think eventually, but not today for clearance. All right, so collectible section. Of course, plenty of pops. I don't really pay attention to pops, as you know, if you watch this channel, but I never noticed the Superstore pops. They're actually kind of cool. But anyways, I'm not doing the pop thing anymore. Never really did, but really at all. Just, you know, basic couple holiday ones. Anyway, moving on from pops. Yeah, there's some McFarlane statues. We still have some leftovers of the NECA bargain stuff that they put here for the $24.97. So yeah, nothing crazy jumping out at me here. There's good old Jack Black hanging out right there. All right, so it appears to be King of the Isle status, at least for the moment. So if I quick cut the camera, you know why. But yeah, looks like we still have full price on the Altered Beast here. They're like $1.75 on the website right now. I tried price matching. They don't like that apparently in my local Walmart. So down this way, some leftover wrestling. We've seen this wave for $15 at the MacArthur Road store in Allentown. Plenty of G.I. Joe over on the display, a couple over here. I saw that Mindbender on a weird clearance over the summer. I didn't get it because I have the SDCC exclusive or whatever it was. Down this way, there's your Transformers section going on right there. Everything that they have in stock. Working our way down, got some Ewoks, it looks like. Some more Star Wars 3/4, some 6-inch stuff that's just not going to sell. Marvel section does not appear that they have the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man here yet, but thankfully we found the one we wanted. Let's bring this down, put it with the other ones at least. And then working our way a little further down, more Star Wars. TMNT, the Superman stuff from the movie that's still here somehow. You got to think that that's going to be gone when they do the reset. It's laying here, just more basic stuff, Joker. So yeah, I think that's about it for the aisle here. I'll try to find the clearance section. There used to be one here, and I haven't seen it in a while. So maybe at the holiday they'll bring it back. But okay, I think we're done over here. So as mentioned earlier, Walmart just store to store can have crazy clearance. It's usually not always the same. So we're checking another one. This is up in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. So unfortunately, nothing going on in clearance at this store, but they do have the shipper now. I think that the Dios originally out here. They seem to be gone now. So they still do have that giant display out here where they were. I mean, look at all these forges. That is just nuts. There are the Thunderbolts that are going on clearance at Target as we speak. More G.I. Joe down this way. So again, tons of Joes here. Legends. All right, let's go see what's in the main aisle. Those caps are definitely going to clearance hard. Even the damaged Spider-Mans hopefully do go on clearance at Walmart too. So we'll see. All these Wolverines. Oh. All right, so main section, main aisle over here in the Hazleton Walmart. Still the Streets of Rage at full price. Again, they've been dropping down to less than $2 sometimes over on the website. Working our way down this direction, we got healthy dose of Street Fighter going on. That Dalsum is still one of the best figures of my collection. I really enjoyed that last year. AEW, plenty of those. I got a Juice Robinson, Jeff Jarrett, so it's the series, the newest series, the 18 for the Unrivaled. A couple of Briscoes. We got the new Unmatched, Series 12. Ty Conti, wow, that's an old one. That's an old one. So is Britt. Can't believe those are still sitting here. Transformers, there's what you got for the bots. Going on right there. Working our way down, some more down below as well. There's the Rey Mysterio car. Let's see, some Power Ranger stuff. There's the cane. I don't have this cane. I have no connection to this, but a lot of people have been listing it really high on their top 10 list this year that I've noticed. So I don't know. Like I said, I read comics in the 90s, but for some reason that character doesn't really do much for me, but I'm happy it does for a lot of people who enjoyed that storyline and that character. Black Series down this direction. Revenge of the Sith clone Lieutenant Gale. Is that how you say it? Next to our Obi-Wan. And other than that, I think we're pretty much done in this aisle. We'll probably take a look over in the collector section, but it's all behind glass. So if there's nothing I can show you that's up front, I probably won't bother, and we'll bounce to another store. All right, so I'm going to walk across the parking lot because This parking lot's crazy with cars. And yeah, this GameStop's closing. It's been here for a long time. I don't know if there's any sales or clearances. I heard there wasn't a couple days ago. I think it's closed for good tomorrow. So RIP to another GameStop. Let's see what it's like in there. All right, so from outside, I'm not seeing any like clearance signs or anything, which is odd because usually, like when these places close, they have some sort of closing sale. But let's go poke around inside. You see right there, 1/8, a couple days. It's gonna be closing. Okay, so that was not news I expected to hear. I put music over the top in the background, but I just found out that not only this Walmart, but also not only this GameStop, but my local GameStop, not only is closing, it's apparently already closed. It was just out of nowhere. They just closed the damn thing. I don't know if any of the employees just decided to quit when they heard they were closing it in a couple days. I'll try to check it out, but I think my local GameStop's dead. Not cool, man. I like going in there. RAP GameStop. So I think this might be the last stop of the toy hunt. We're back at the Walmart in Tamaqua / hometown, Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. All right, so I was filming and I stopped. So I'm going to refilm. So somebody came in the aisle. You know my policy. I try not to film with people here just to be respectful. And I looked down and happened to see these, which look awesome. So I grabbed one of each. And the gentleman, and I believe it was his companion who were shopping, took a bunch of other ones. So I managed to at least get to see all three, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to get them. The Warrior's pretty sweet. But I just, again, it's kind of in my wheelhouse with the Street Fighter thing. I don't know. I might take this Warrior. I'm going to think about it. Other than that, kind of an untraditional store because there's no pegs for Legends really here or other Hasbro stuff. So they kind of just threw it all together over here, which is crazy. We have Uncle Howdy down here. We got Eddie. First time seeing the 1-2-3 Kid here. We got Bret Hart back behind him. Then random Legends. What do we have for Legends back here? We have Silver Surfer, 2 Silver Surfers, very random. Maybe they were like in-store returns or something or other. Some more Star Wars up top. Plenty of Transformers stuff going on right there, as you can see. Some blockies down below. Well, I guess there's some Hasbro stuff because there's more Star Wars over in this section here. Some of those mix and mashers. But you can see that it really don't have a Legends presence here. I noticed that a couple times ago when I came here. So I haven't been checking as much because that's kind of my go-to. And if I'm not going to have it here, I typically, why waste the time coming in kind of thing. Then this way, Jurassic Park stuff, that's all here. And they did have the Streets of Rage figures, but they're still like $5 or $6 on clearance. They're not like down to $2 like the website, the app. Where's the sticker for that here? Just looking at it. I see there's the figures here. Oh, there it is, the rollback. So I want to think about this one and maybe go outside my lane a little bit because it is really kind of cool looking actually. And I love the packaging on this. I think they once did like a retro WWE style packaging, which maybe they're just using the same thing with different, artwork on it. But that is pretty freaking sweet. There's the barcode that helps you at all. And I actually forgot they do have a very, very small, actually now almost non-existent collectible section. It was slightly bigger over here before, and now there's next to nothing. Looks like they did have more here. Is that Ultimate ET, I guess? Ultimate Hudson. So they have these from 25 down to 17. So there's the ET there. So they're a little bit picked through, I guess. But you know what? I think we're going to call it a hunt there. So thanks for watching. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you, does not cost you anything, and helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. If you're daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.